As science projects go, there probably aren't many as rewarding as the one these students are working on here at Arvada West High. The class is Scientific Research and Design. Teacher Stephanie English is leading her students through a refit of Power Wheels cars for students with mobility challenges.
It's called Go Baby Go, and there was a physical therapist working, I think in Delaware, who started kind of revamping Power Wheels cars for kids and just to get them playing with their peers and moving at a young age if they had any kind of mobility limitations. And they decided just to release the idea to the public.
This is the second year of A. West's involvement, and the project is very personal for English and her husband Chuck, who teaches chemistry at the school.
So our son has a rare muscle disease that he was born with. His muscle disease is skeletal muscles. So he had no movement when he was born. And then any movement that he's gotten has been kind of a slow process.
A physical therapist suggested Jackson, who's now 7, try a power wheelchair.
We're like, huh?
They make them that small?
And they explained to us that, if he's not able to explore his world and check things out and get into trouble, that it could have some far-reaching effects. Before he was 2 years old, he had this power wheelchair, and the rest is history. But this is just a little bit easier, much more affordable way to get kids out and moving around.
With Jackson as inspiration, the Englishes got A. West to greenlight the project. They secured school and corporate financial help to pay for the Power Wheel refits at a cost of about $200 per car. With assistance from A. West's electrical instructor, they developed a learn-by-doing plan for students.
From the wiring standpoint had to be figured out, the supports and padding and strapping, and it all had to be figured out and really customized to the kids' specific needs.
A lot of the kids, if you've got mobility limitations, hitting a really small button and driving the wheel that they come with automatically is a really big barrier for them to using what just comes out of the store. And so the first thing we do is figure out how to rewire that and make it easier for them to get the car to move.
Lots of PVC is used as part of each refit. Lots of pool noodles too. But pool noodle fights aside, these student wheelmakers are tightly focused on making each refit the best they possibly can, knowing what's at stake for the kids on the other end.
To work for a child with disabilities who possibly can't sit up straight. And the idea behind that is if they have these cars that they have access to, they'll be as mobile as other children are. And the idea is that they make more friends because they have a school car and they get to be in control for once of where they are going.
Well, the feeling is you want to help them out because you want to help them fit more and feel more comfortable in this world, because I know it can be hard with a disability.
Parents specifically told us what they wanted, and so we're just trying to modify it to help their kid exactly.
The population that takes this class might have struggled with science in the past and might have had some issues with credits, and so they're just trying to get another year of science. Well, I think it's just automatically a rewarding work for them.
It's just a week before test drive time, when these A. West wheelmakers will hopefully see all their hard work pay off.
I'm really excited about this project and how it's going to turn out when we give it to our kid.
More about that as our story continues. This hallway at Arvada West doesn't look like a test track, but for these A. West wheelmakers, it will do just fine. It's time to meet the customers who will be test driving the Power Wheels cars these scientific research and design students have spent hours converting. The customers are children with mobility challenges, and the little vehicles have been specially modified with foam padding, extra supports, and big acceleration buttons. Each car is a less expensive, more fun option for kids who might need or use a power wheelchair to get around. The children's excitement is tinged with a bit of nervousness until they settle in to try them out.
Yeah, it is very exciting. She has very limited mobility, so she doesn't have a lot of independence, and so this means independence to her. It means she can go out and actually play with her cousins that are the same age and actually be able to participate. So it's big. It's huge for us. So.
See the joy in her eyes
Yeah.
with being able to drive her car on her own, and it's perfectly adapted for her. It's just awesome. It's so fun.
A-West teachers Stephanie and Chuck English got their school behind this project known as Go Baby Go after their own experience with their son Jackson, who was born with a rare muscle disease. Since getting A-West students and staff involved a year ago, they've helped supervise the refitting of 28 cars. The children who get them are picked with the help of local physical therapists and social media.
I'm part of a Denver special needs parent Facebook page, and I'm also part of the Arvada Neighbors page. So we wanted to get kids that were local, that would have an easy time getting to the school, and some buy-in for our kids to have an impact directly to their community. And if we could see that there was a need that we could meet, then we were going to make a car for them.
For the students who did the work, seeing the smiles on their customers' little faces is all the reward they need.
Honestly, I'm just really happy seeing how happy he was. I'm really proud of our work.
There's not a unit that I've ever done any year that I've taught in any class that the kids are more engaged.
Yeah.
I mean, they are just, it's really awesome. I mean, they're totally into it. I mean, they're just so into it. It's just fabulous.
Yeah, it's a great thing for them to see like what they're capable of. And with a little bit of effort and a little bit of teamwork, they can totally change someone's life.